Okay, I'm going to talk about the tackles here for this video. So this is our second play running truck where we fixed it. Now I want to say it so everyone knows. We changed the rules for truck. The play side tackle is now he is the one skip pulling, and we need to make sure we go deep. We need to get depth. We need to skip pull back and get around the crap. So we need to skip pull back and get around the crap of the down blocks here. We can't be too tight. We got to make sure we get around it. So after we heel click or we karaoke once, then we can run with our hips square and our shoulders square. It's just a single skip. Okay, it's a single skip to kind of get us out there, and then we can run. All right, we don't have to just keep shuffling. Okay, now we can run. And so first off, we're too high. Second off, we didn't get around the crap. We got better at this. Okay, but we need to get around the crap. But after you take this first step here, you heel click. Now we can run. Okay, now we can run after we do that. On the back side of truck, we are um, responsible for our gap. So it's gap to cut off the second level defender. For the backside tackle, we're not going to worry about a forward technique unless he crosses our face. If he tries to cross our face, then we'll scoop him. If he stays outside of us, then we are ripping up to that backer. Okay. So Trent, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. Now make sure you stay on him. Okay. But that's exactly what you would do. Next play. Okay. We do it a lot better here. We skip pull. We should be skip pulling here, and then we run. That's exactly what we do. We run, then we look up, we find our guy and we block him. That's good. That's what we need to do. Okay, Trent, same thing here. Now, don't run at him, run to where he's going to be. Now, if you see someone else is blocking him, then work up to the next level. Start working up that way. Work up to this guy. Okay, don't block someone in the back. You could honestly be looking back for this corner that's pursuing. Okay, that's what we could be doing. You should be down here, down the field like this guy is. Okay, here we run wham. So we should be ripping inside up to this FBI here. Okay, we rip inside. That's good. I don't know what our Molitor's doing. He shouldn't be blocking him. That should be your guy all day. Okay, so that's on Molitor for not doing his job. Okay, here we should be gap on double. So there should be a tag call here, and we're doubling, and you guys are doubling honestly to this guy here. So Trent, if you thought this guy was close enough where you could go out and block him, then you could make a gap call here if you needed to. So right now you guys are actually doubling to that outside backer. So Trent, you could be coming off and blocking that guy. Okay. Okay, this is counter to the right. So we're wheeling and sealing on the backside, and we are base blocking here. Okay, Alton, I want you to step down harder and replace the guard. Okay, you can't just turn back right away. I know you don't see any immediate threat now, but we need to step down harder, and then you can come back and block this guy. Okay, Trent, you pop up too high and you're too soft on your base blocks. You pop up and he's able to get underneath you, and we just don't have fast feet. We need to have more active feet on this guy. Okay, you just pop up and you're way too high and we're too tentative. And see what happens when we give up penetration. Look what happens. When you give up too much penetration, it messes up him and it messes up him. Okay, you got to stay square on that guy. Now, if he wants to slant inside here, now we can wash him down. Okay, take him where he wants to go, and we'll run the ball outside you if he wants to slant inside. Okay, but he just gets underneath you, so there's nothing you can do. You need to fire off lower. Next play. Okay, we run it again. Once again, Alton, you need to step down harder on your wheel and seal. You need to step down harder here and replace the guard. Because honestly, you could help block here and block this guy if you step down harder. Okay. Trent, it's the same thing. You take your two steps and then you catch. You see how you just kind of catch and hug him? You need to have your hands inside and you need to be rolling your hips underneath them. Okay. You need to be dipping your butt and have a flat back and get underneath them and then drive. Okay. Drive your feet. You're just not moving your feet at all. They're not active. Okay. We need to be more active with our feet and we can't catch. You see how you catch them here? You take 2 steps and then you catch and you hug. You can't do that. You need to be the one delivering the blow on him. You need to be more aggressive. Okay, here, we're running power to the right. Okay, once again, Alton, like I said before, you need to step down harder and place the guard. Okay, Trent, it's the same thing. He gets into you, you're too high. We're doing a decent job trying to throw him into your gap, but look, he's underneath you. You're just way too high. You need to fire out lower and run your feet. That's the theme there. Okay, here we are running. This is the trap influence. Mosman, you have a wheel and seal, buddy. You need to step down hard and replace the guard, just like I'm telling Alton. You need to shuffle down hard here, replace the guard, looking for a B gap threat. If nothing comes, then you can go back out. Okay, we cannot let this guy beat you inside. We can't have that happen. That's not good. Okay, Gabe, watching you. Good. You got him by yourself. Get a wider base, and you need to be lower. Don't just because he pops up doesn't mean you pop up. You need to have a flat back getting into him. Okay. And you need to have a wider base. Okay, here we run, I think this is actual G. Yep, this is actual G. Um, Mosman, I'd like to see you stay more square, take 2 steps and hit him and let the H help you move this guy over. Okay. But it's not bad. It's not a bad job. It's not a bad job. But I don't like seeing you turn right away. Because if this guy wanted to slant upfield on the inside, we're just giving him that path to do so. Okay. I want us to stay more square on the base block. Gabe, you need to step down harder on the wheel and seal. Okay, Trent, you should not be wheeling and sealing here. You have a base block and you should be blocking this guy square. We need to know what we're doing on our plays. Okay. You should not be wheeling and sealing. We're running the ball to your side or we're booting that way. Okay. You should be base blocking him. Alton, same thing. You need to step down harder. Okay. We're running power. We're running G to the right. Same thing. Alton, you need to step down harder. This is a little bit better. Okay. You need to step down even harder. And Trent, you pop up. You're way too high. Look how he's underneath you. You are way too high. And because of that, he blows you back. Okay. He blows you back. He blows you right into our guard who's trying to pull by you. Okay. And that's getting our guard frustrated. Um, this is all on you, Trent. I mean, you have to fire out and be low if you want to have that position. If you want to be that guy at that right tackle, that starting position, you need to fire out lower and fix this right now. Otherwise, I got to find somebody else who will do it. Okay, here we're running truck. Good job, Trent, getting out there. Yep, we skip and then we run. Okay. Yep, you're blocking the first guy in the hole as you get up there to inside. So as you can see, he's getting blocked. So I would look inside Trent. Okay, so I get around. The guy I'm looking at here is being blocked. So now I'm going to look inside for the next guy, which would be that guy if we could block him. Okay. Now our guard needs to get out there faster as well. But Trent, so as you get up in there, you see that guy, the guy in front of you getting blocked. Now we're going to look inside. Okay. We should look inside. Oh, I didn't talk about the backside. Guaranteed, I'm going to say Alton needs to. Well, no, we're not going to wheel and seal here. Here we go. We're going to move closer here. Okay, so Alton. So you're responsible for your play side gap. Okay, we should be trying to scoop this guy, Alton. We should be scooping here. Scoop him. Don't let him run inside here. Don't let him do that. You need to scoop him. like we worked on. Next up. Okay, we run trap up front. Trent, you're too high. You step down nice. Okay, you step down nicer than Alton does. This is more like what I want to see, but you're just way tall high. Look how tall you are. Gotta sit down lower, man. Okay, Mosman on this, we need to get depth. And we're gonna keep working on that. Okay. We need to get depth on that. Get farther back so you can get up to your guy. All right. Now, Trent, I still think that's you. Yep. So you take that path. You're going to cut off. Now, if you can't cut him off, then work up to the safety. If the safety's too far, then turn back for the corner. Okay, that's what you should be doing. Now he's gone, so now look up to the safety. Yep, and then look back. Okay, so we're running boot. Yep, so Gabe, you got him all by yourself. Okay, we just stand straight up. We're not low enough. We need to fire out and hit this guy. Okay. And Mosman, you need to step down harder on your wheel and seal. Okay. This is telling me we really need to work on this. You step down later, like you then work late to get there, Mosman, but you need to step down right away and then you can come back out and hit them if you need to. Okay. Okay, here we're running counter, so we should be wheeling and sealing, and we have a base block on this guy by ourselves. Okay, Gabe, I like that, man. Gabe, that's a good job firing out here, blocking this guy and driving him. That's very nice, Gabe. I like that. Okay. Mosman, we just got to step down harder and you got to be lower on that wheel and seal. Here we were running mm, trap. I think so. Running trap to the left. Yep, we are. Alton, this is good, bud. I like this. You're ripping inside. This would be the backer you're going to, but the backer's on the line of scrimmage. So you're stepping here to see if he's coming to your gap. He doesn't. So then you're working up to the next backer inside. Yep. So that's excellent. Alton, that's an excellent job there. And then you him out. That's fantastic. Okay. And then Trent, yep, you step down hard and you wheel and seal, just be lower. Okay. And now you can't let him do that. You need to stay on him. Okay. Stay on him, please. Okay, here we're running counter. Yeah, Alton, so you have him to yourself. You're just too high. You're way too high. And you need to take two small steps. Boom, boom. Two, one, two, drop your hips and then unload on the guy. Okay. You do get underneath him and you run him. Okay, but you're just way too high. Against better teams, that you're not going to be able to do that. And then Trent, you wheel and seal. You step down better than everyone else. You're just way too high. And then you let the guy get rid of you. Don't let him do that. You need to stay in front of him. Take pride because this guy can still run the play down and make the tackle. All right. We cannot let that guy get into the play. What play is this? This is trap. This is trap, but they're trying to run wheel. Okay. On the front side. So he's going B gap. He's trying to go all the way to A, and he's coming off the edge. So technically, how this should work is that we make a 4-4-4 call. Our tackle is trying to rip inside. He meets the backer, so he's going to block the backer. Our guard sees that this guy stepped up. If he goes outside, our guard might give him a punch, and then he will work back because this linebacker is no longer in his gap. So the tackle should be picking up the linebacker who goes to the B gap. Our guard would help out, and then he would be working to the backside backer. Our center would take this guy by himself because he's slanting away from the play. Our guard should be now kicking out the outside backer who's coming off the edge. Okay, so Alton, what you do here is great. That's the guy that you should be blocking. Okay, Trent, you got to get your hands inside, and same thing, you just got to be lower. Okay, you got to get your hands inside and be lower. Okay, here we're running power. Trent, you got to be lower. You got to fire out. Alton, you got to wheel and seal down harder. Okay, that's the thing. Step down harder on wheel and seal, and we need to be lower and firing off harder on our base blocks.